Welcome, and welcome. Season 2, Episode 1, finally here. We trying to step our game up, you know what I'm saying? We got a new team in place. It's a new season. We looking forward to it. We're excited. Brand new beginnings. In this episode, we're gonna take a look around the universe, see who the conference predictions are made for. We'll see what our roster is looking like for this season. May take a look at our playbook, make a few tweaks, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's hop on into this. Yeah, we also gonna look at our schedule too, but that goes without saying. So conference outlook, we're gonna start at the top. Even though you can kind of see where they have us. ACC Atlantic, Clemson is slated to win that. They coming in as the number 12 team overall. ACC Coastal, North Carolina, slated to win. They're number 13 overall. Virginia is number 20 in the ACC Coastal. American East, the defending champions, Cincinnati Bearcats, coming in at number 9. They are predicted to win the American East. The American West, BYU is predicted to win that. They're coming in unranked. Big 12, Oklahoma State Cowboys, number 5 team in the nation, are slated to win that. We'll see how it shakes out. Iowa State is number 6 on their heels. Baylor's number 11. Oklahoma number 12. Texas is unranked. Big 12 potentially could be stacked. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so then the Big 10 East. Michigan, the number 1 team in the preseason, coming in. They're slated to win the Big 10 East. Ohio State is on their heels. They're number 4. Michigan State comes in ranked at 16. Penn State comes in ranked at 21. So the Big 10 East looks pretty loaded. Wisconsin is slated to win the Big 10 West as the number 14th seed. Iowa Hawkeyes number 25. Conference USA East, Western Kentucky is slated to repeat in the East. We'll see how that shakes out, how they do. On the West side, UAB, the team Don Newman got his signature win against last year. They are slated to take the West, Conference USA West. Our Rice Owls are here. We'll see if we can do better than number 4. They got us slated at number 4. I think that's where we finished last season, so it's not like they're doing much predicting there. Out of the independents, Notre Dame is slated to be on top. We'll see how they shake out. They always seem to be a disappointment. On the MAC East, Kent State slated to take that one. We'll see what they do. MAC West, Northern Illinois is slated to win. They're just a 2-star, but we'll see if they can complete their mission. Mountain West Mountain Division, Boise State, 3-star program, slated to win that one. We'll see what they do. On the west side, Fresno State is slated to win. Fresno State is a 4-star program, so they may not only win that, but they may also win the conference championship. Pac-12 North, Oregon is slated to win. They're number 23 preseason. The only rated team, ranked team I should say, on the Pac-12 North. Pac-12 South, Utah, number 2 in the nation. They are slated to win that. SC right behind them at number 7. Arizona State 15, UCLA 18. The Pac-12 South looks pretty stacked there. SEC East, Georgia coming in at number 8. They are predicted to win the SEC East. Florida is number 10 right behind them. Those are the only two ranked teams in the SEC East. SEC West, Alabama, number 3, slated to win that. Arkansas behind them at 19. Texas A&M, number 22. Auburn, number 24. You could say the SEC West looks pretty stacked. And then finally in the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajun are slated to win that. They are a 2-star program. We'll see if they can pull it off. There's a couple 3 stars in there. So that in a nutshell is the conference outlook. From there, let's go take a peek at our schedule. I tweaked a few things. I'm not making a really tough schedule just yet. We're still trying to build the program up. This schedule was rated an F by the system, but let's take a look. So the first week is just this week. We got a bye. We're not doing much. We also gonna take a look at the recruiting toward the end of this episode. So let's see. We're gonna start things off with Texas State, an in-state non-conference game. Then from there we have a rivalry game at home against Tulsa. From there we have our rivalry game against Houston, which most likely will be a neutral site game. Then we go on the road for our first conference game against Middle Tennessee State. After that, our third consecutive road game will be at Army. Then we come home for our second conference game against Florida Atlantic. We go on the road after that to face UTEP. Then come back home for UTSA. Then back on the road for North Texas. After that, we come back home for Southern Miss. So you see we just alternating home away, home away, home away. Week 12, we get a bye week. Then we go to UAB. So you know that's gonna be a revenge game. They're gonna wanna get their revenge on us from last year. Then we're gonna wrap the season at home against Louisiana Tech. So we'll see what we do. Our goals for this season, we wanna shock the world. We want to finish higher than what they're predicting. Our goal is always going to be to win the conference championship. Whether we could pull that off or not, that's going to be another story. But that forever will be the #1 goal: win the conference championship, and if we're good enough, crack that playoff. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's take a look through our roster at this point. All right, so we got one of our prized possessions from the recruiting, James Rogers, coming in. We're gonna see if we can get away with redshirting him without him transferring. It's gonna be risky, but we're definitely gonna try to pull that off. Wiley Green, he comes back, rated higher than McCaffrey, even though McCaffrey started over him last year. Then we got Chris Dixon, the other recruit. This guy is a JC Junior transfer. And then Luke McCaffrey wrapping it up. Now, spoiler alert, on the depth chart, we're gonna have Dixon starting, but let me show you why. Even though his awareness is the lowest out of everybody. Oh, what? Sorry. As I'm recording this, I'm actually watching another game on the side. I should pay attention. Anyway, so I'm watching like a real life game. But anyhow, so yeah, so we got Dixon here. As you can see, he's the fastest of the quarterbacks now on our roster. His speed is 92. He's the weakest, and he has the least awareness. But when you scroll over, let me see real quick though. Ball carrier vision that's okay. He's quite elusive, so that's pretty good for a runner. But then look at this though. His throw power, throw accuracy, he has the strongest arm on the team, and his accuracy is just behind the freshman at 84, much higher than the previous two guys that were coming back from last year's team. So this guy is gonna be our guy. We're gonna see what he can do. If McCaffrey got the chance last year, we're gonna give it to Dixon and let him run wild with it. All right, so let's take a look at our running backs. I made a mistake here. I'm just gonna call that out real quick. I should have just rolled with the 3 running backs, and I should have redshirted the 2 JC transfers. Pierre Jones was an athlete JC transfer as a sophomore, and then Jeff Holmes. Both of these guys were athletes. Sophomore JC transfer. I redshirted Holmes, but I did not redshirt Jones, so I feel like I should have did that. He most likely is not going to see much, if any, playing time at all this season, so he's just going to burn a season. So better luck next time. Oh, real quick before we move on, let's take a look at. Now, Kalen Griffin was the man. He had one hell of a freshman year. I'm excited about his sophomore season. He's not even that fast. He makes me believe, you know, you can recruit running backs that are not that fast and they'll still be pretty good. R.A. Broussard, super duper slow. This dude right here, man. But he's still pretty decent as well. So all our backs are pretty slow. But they all, for the most part, with the exception of Holmes, have decent acceleration, which is good. Griffin has the most awareness. He's not the most Pierre Jones comes in at the most elusive, but we have some fairly elusive running backs with pretty good ball carrier vision, with the exception of Pierre Jones. His ball carrier vision is suspect. Jeff Holmes, he has really good ball carrier vision. That's why I put him at the running back spot. Let's see, stiff arm, nothing really stands out. Griffin is decent. I mean, Griffin is the man. Look at spin move, juke move. Whoa, Pierre got juke. Carry, the catching. Pierre can catch. Yeah, Pierre Jones is a really, he's gonna be a decent back. It's just, I should have redshirted him. I really should have redshirted him this year. I may even look at the database. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna look at the database to see if I can make that adjustment somehow. He's the best route runner. So yeah, those are our backs for the season. Not much of a difference or much of a change. You know, the top 2 guys are still the top 2 guys. For our fullbacks, Jerry Johnson III, he had a pretty good training off season, so much so that he won the starting job back over Suckley. As you can see there, also we changed Suckley's number to a more respectable fullback number. He was number 85 last year. We can't have that. So these are our 2 fullbacks. Let's see. They're both pretty strong. Johnson has really good awareness. Uh-oh, what the hell happened? Whoa, 1 second. Okay, we're back. I don't know what the heck that was. It was quite cringeworthy, but seems to be working out, so we'll just look through this. Like I was saying, their strength is comparable. Johnson III has the better acceleration and awareness. Suckley is the better break tackler, better ball carrier vision. I think Suckley is the better runner, let's put it that way. And when it comes to the blocking, Johnson III is the better blocker. All right. So our wide receivers, couple familiar faces. Rosner's coming back for his senior season. 6'5", 204. He's about to beast out. He's not even the fastest, but he was one of our top guys last year. Bailey was a little bit of a disappointment last year. We'll see if he could do better. He was wide receiver number 1 last year. He gets bumped down to number 2 with Rosner's ascendance. Preachy the third. He's a 78, but he was probably the best receiver last season. We got our freshman Liston. He comes in as the fastest receiver on the squad. Remember, we need as much speed as we can possibly get on this roster. His awareness is not the best. Wait, let me finish telling you who else we got. Mason, sophomore. Andrew Mason coming back. Then Robert Frund and William Gray, the 2 redshirt freshmen. We'll see if they survive the roster. Because they actually both, I didn't realize this when I was doing the cuts, they both suck with acceleration. We'll see what the training can do. And I'm definitely gonna try to recruit some more wide receivers. Damn, and they can't really catch. But the top 2 guys can catch, so that's good. Spectacular catches. Watch out for Liston. Catching traffic. Route running. Rosner's the best route runner. Petry's... I think Liston's the most athletic, but Petry is up there with him. That's about all for the wide receivers. So those are our wide receivers. We'll see what they can do. We'll see how well they gel with Dixon. Tight ends. We did not bring in any tight ends, so 3 guys are returning, a senior and 2 juniors. Just looking to see if anything stands out with them. I'm gonna say this guy's name is pronounced Jaeger. That J-A-E is Jaeger. Jaeger Bull is how I pronounce it. But he can catch pretty well. We'll see, you know, tight end again. Tight end is a really critical, damn, he cannot block though. Tight end is a really critical position for our offense. So that's another thing too. We got to make sure we bring in a decent tight end recruit in this recruiting cycle. All right, let's look at the O-line. Clay Servin, redshirt junior. Trey Filippi, redshirt freshman. Jabari Wright, a freshman who will be redshirted. They're all over 80 with the strength, which is good. Sarvin has really good awareness. Let's get cut straight to the chase on these guys. See what their blocking looks like. Yeah, Sarvin's a pretty good looking left tackle. Especially against the run. We're gonna definitely need him in the run game. Then on the other side, Cole Garcia, redshirt junior, along with Isaiah Floyd. Wonder if Cole Garcia is related to Elijah Garcia, who we had on the defensive tackle last year. But anyway, both of these guys look like they're run blockers. 6'4", 329, 6'2", 326. Floyd's impact blocking is pretty good. They both look pretty decent. Garcia 76 overall. Floyd is 75. Floyd may actually be better than Garcia when I look at this, because he's younger and he's only under Garcia by 1. He's stronger than Garcia. He's not as agile and his awareness isn't there. But this is I might have to do this. Hold on. I think Floyd should start over Garcia. They both have the same pass blocking. Now, Garcia's run blocking is only better by 1, but again, remember, he's older than him. He's older than Floyd by a year. Floyd is better at impact blocking by 3 points. I think Floyd might be our starting guard. He might be our starting left guard. I'm looking at that age. All right, let's look at our centers. Isaac Klarkowski, redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 300 pounds, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, 77 overall. Uh-oh, we got the Casey over here. Same thing. Brandon Nutter, redshirt freshman, 6'3", 303. He's a 76 overall. Then Jimmy Johnson, freshman who will redshirt, 6'2", 285, 65 overall, from Escatawpa, Mississippi. I don't know how to pronounce that. Spring, Texas, and Green Bay, Wisconsin. Okay, let me look at these two guys here to see it's a similar thing, as Nutter is the younger player who's only behind the older guy by 1 point. So it's like, I think the younger guy has more potential. That's what I'm getting at. Oh no, Klarkowski is gonna be our starter. His pass blocking is much better. They're the same, everything else. So yeah, we'll keep it at Klarkowski. Right, on the right guard, you have Shea Baker. He's listed as a team captain. Redshirt senior, 6'1", 311, 85 overall. Behind him is Faye Pepe, redshirt freshman, 6'4", 330, 72 overall. Damn, look how strong he is, 91 strength. And then behind him is Marcus Beach. He will redshirt, a freshman, 6'5", 286, so he's one of our new recruits, 66 overall. His awareness is abysmal, but hopefully that gets better. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's look at their blocking. Damn, where did I go? Wait, did I go too far? No, here we go. Oh yeah, Shea Baker. 84 pass blocking, 89 run blocking, 85 impact blocking. So he's definitely the captain of the team and the leader of this offensive line. At right tackle, redshirt senior Brent Peterson. Only a 75 overall. 75 overall is decent, but for a redshirt senior, not so good. Same thing here. Behind him is a redshirt junior. And then behind them is Jason Russell, a freshman who will redshirt, one of our new recruits. So see what their blocking looks like. So even though Farrar is a better pass blocker, he is not a better run blocker, and his impact blocking is not better either. So we'll definitely leave that. But I am going to take a look at that left guard spot. I think I may make that change. Left in, we got Newman. You remember him from last year. He's a redshirt senior. So this is his last go around. 81 overall tackler, 82 awareness, 78 strength. So he's not really that strong. I mean, he's strong, but not strong for defensive lineman. But you know, he makes decent enough plays. See, power move. His tackling is 86, so that's good. Power move 78. Yeah, hit power 78. Power move 78. Finesse move 76. Block shedding 71. Pursuit 73. Play rec 74. So yeah, Newman is pretty decent. Decent defensive end. Over on right end, we got Ikena Inekchukwu from Grandview, Missouri. Josh Piercy, who got moved from outside linebacker to defensive end. The 6'2", 242 redshirt sophomore. Inekchukwu is a redshirt junior. And then we have Cole Lados, a redshirt freshman from Allen, Texas. 70 overall. So junior, sophomore, freshman. And they all have decent strength. Sorry guys, I'm so distracted by this other game that I'm watching, and it's a darn good game. But anyhow, look at this. Inekchukwu can't really tackle. That's concerning. So Josh Piercy may actually get the start at right defensive end because of that tackling gap. He got the better hit power. Power moves. Maybe. We'll see. This is another position battle to keep an eye on right here at right defensive end. Defensive tackle, we got a junior, DeBraylon Carroll coming back, 6 feet, 291 from Duncanville, Texas. Caleb James, sophomore, 6 feet, 305 from Cloverleaf, Texas. He's a 75 overall. Jalen Hargrove, 6'4", 308. Redshirt freshman from Wallingford. I guess that's short for center, Connecticut. And then Josh Porter, 6'4", 248 freshman. This is one of our this was a freshman athlete that we moved over. I may actually, hold on, I'm just gonna put a little bit more weight on him right now, about 7 pounds, put him up to 255. If he's gonna be a defensive tackle. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just look at their tackling abilities. These guys can't really tackle when you look at it. Carroll, James, Hargrove, Porter is the best tackler. We're not redshirting him. That's on purpose because we only have 4 of these guys, so we'll see. He doesn't have hit. He can tackle, but he doesn't have hit power. That's crazy. Damn, and his power move rating is horrendous. But again, remember, he was an athlete that we moved to defensive tackle, so he's not like a natural defensive tackle. There's finesse. He probably would have been better at defensive end, but we just needed him at defensive tackle or something. Block shedding and pursuit. Okay, so that's our D line. Our D line, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. They look okay. They look, I don't know, could be suspect. Left outside linebacker Kenneth Orji. coming back for his redshirt senior year. He was decent last year. Behind him is a redshirt freshman, Adrian Bickham, who's a bit faster. They both have the same strength. Orgy is better with awareness. And he's the better tackler. I'm gonna need to get a better, I'm gonna need to get another, I'm going to need to get another outside linebacker in there who can tackle. Okay. Our middle linebackers, Montero comes back, although if you notice, he lost a point in overall, so he actually regressed. He went down from a 77 to a 76. I think that's Cabrayan. Cabrayan Page is our backup middle linebacker. 73 overall. Desmond Baker, senior, 6'2", 230. He almost got cut, I remember. And then Terrence Ellis, redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 205. He looks like he's really, Page and Ellis look like they're really outside linebackers. And they kind of tackle like it as well. Oh, but see, they can't really cover. That's what it is. See, whereas these guys can cover. When you look at these two, or even kind of three. This Treshawn Chamberlain, number 17, probably our best defender. Not probably, hands down, best defender. Chamberlain. Then another guy we can't pronounce the name of, Chikwe Anigbogwu, and Ryan Bush, the freshman who is redshirting from Sun City, Arizona, 6'2", 226. Alright, so these guys, these outside linebackers over here, see, Anigbogwu can't really tackle either. But Chamberlain, tackling 85, hit power 86, power move 77, finesse 81. Chamberlain's a beast, just hands down. A beast. Man coverage, zone coverage, press. I mean, he can really do it all. And actually, let me put some weight on him. I'm gonna give him 7 pounds as well. Make him 208. A little bit more respectable. Same here, I make this dude 205. Alright, and then our corners, Miles McCord, Sean Fresh coming back. Miles McCord is a senior, 6'1", 170 from Irvine, California. Sean Fresh from Austin, Texas, 5'8", 170. I thought he was pretty good last year, his freshman year. He made some pretty good plays. Danny Allen, junior from Lockhart, Texas, 6'1", 196. Trayshawn Devones from Duncanville, Texas, 6 feet, 183. Jordan Dunbar, redshirt sophomore from Eastchester, New York, 5'11", 180. Then the three freshmen sophomore, we got Blake Simpson, 6'1", 188 from Keller, Texas. Jimmy Sanders, 6'4", 185. McKinville, Tennessee. And then Marquise Miller from Bellingham, Washington, 5'10", 173. So those are the three freshmen. And you see, the three freshmen got the most speed. Allen got speed, but the guys we inherited are just super slow. There's the awareness. Let's see. Now, when it comes to tackling, I'm not gonna say I don't care about my cornerback tackling, but that's not the biggest concern. I more want to look at their covering. So McCord is the best. No, he's not. Take that back. Allen is the best man coverage. Then we have our zones. Allen's the best DB, or he's the best cornerback, let's put it that way. All right, so that's number 31. So look out for number 31, number 29, and number 24 out of the DBs. For the free safety, remember Bird, he was a cornerback last year. We moved him to safety and now officially moved him to safety, and he's our top free safety. So that is Andrew Bird, number 15, 6'1", 185, redshirt junior from White Settlement, Texas. Matter of fact, and put some weight on him. We'll give him 5 pounds to make him 190. Kirk Lockhart is behind him, redshirt sophomore from Cedar Hill, Texas, 5'11", 187. Behind him is Jason White from Duncanville, Texas. This is another position change. We moved him from cornerback over to free safety. He could tackle pretty decent. And then Scott Bray, this is a JUCO junior transfer who we are redshirting. 6'5", 182 from Louisville, Texas. He got the most speed. Bird don't got that much speed, but Bird is pretty decent though. He don't got that much awareness either. But he's the best tackler. Well, him and Bray. Bray's tackling the 75 as well. The Bray got hit power. Oh, okay. Then let's see the coverage. Bird can cover pretty decent. See, Bird makes a really good safety. He would not have seen the field as a corner, but he makes a good safety. Then at strong safety, Gabe Taylor, sophomore, 5'10", 190 from Glenvire Heights, Florida. Isaiah Richardson, the captain. Damn, the captain not even starting? What's up with that? Redshirt senior from Pecan Grove, Texas. Then we have Prudy Calderon, 5'11", 213 from San Marcos, Texas. He's a senior. And then Jeff Johnson, a freshman who will be redshirting from Liberty, Texas, 6'3", 190, one of our recruits. So the top two guys are not the strongest, but they do have decent awareness. Tackling it's okay. It's gonna be lightweight suspect. Coverage skills, it's okay. So we'll see. We'll see how our safeties end up doing. 26, 23. Oh, Gabe Taylor. He was on the team last year. Oh, yeah, of course, obviously, if he's a sophomore. But I remember him making some plays last season for us. All right, our kicker. Freshman kicker, Justin Harris, 6'3", 198. He got pretty decent speed for a kicker. And look at his kick power. His accuracy is suspect, but he got that kick powers. Then our punter, Richard sophomore, Charlie Mendez. Same thing with him, got the power, more power than accuracy. He's an 83 overall. Yo, so that's the squad right there. Like I said, let me take a look at the depth chart. Wait, I'm tripping. It's not the depth chart. So, okay. So here we go. We got Dixon starting. Green behind him. My man McCaffrey goes from being a starter to number 3 on the depth chart. That's just how it goes sometimes. This is our running backs. Fullbacks, receivers, tight ends. Okay, right here. I want to put Floyd in for Garcia. And if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna put Garcia in for Floyd right there. Oh wait, hold on. Now if that's the case, Garcia and Ferrara. That's fine. Garcia. Alright. Oh yeah, then over here. We'll see. I'll let him get it for now and then we'll see how he does with it. Yeah, so Bailey will be our specialist. Kick return, punt return. Alright, so that's the depth chart. Oh yeah, before we take a look at the playbook, let me run through real quick, because if we may not have time for the playbook. Take a look at the recruiting, show you what our board looks like. And this is now, we use Fang's 2.0 recruiting, so the recruiting is much improved. Instead of just going straight through the board, I'll run through the positions. We're going after 2 quarterbacks. I wanna go after a quarterback simply because we got a couple of transfer risk on our team. McCaffrey could potentially transfer with going from starter to third, and then this freshman quarterback we got as a freshman that we're redshirting, he could potentially transfer. So we're looking at Dallas Panaziuk, I think is his name, from Hillsdale, Michigan. If you look at his scouting, he went up pretty decent. Then we're also going after Ireland Goodard from Ohio. So we're going after some guys from the Midwest at quarterback. We're not targeting any halfbacks or fullbacks at the moment. We're targeting 3 wide receivers. Ed Bentley from Palm Bay, a JUCO guy from Palm Bay, Florida. Adonis White Jr. from Hewitt, Texas. And then RJ White from Cleveland, Ohio. He's pretty big, 6'5", 224. He looks like he could be a tight end. Then tight ends, we're gonna be desperate for tight ends, so we got 5 on the board at the moment. Chase Hardy from Pecos, Texas. Junior Gilliam from Belton, Texas, 6'8", 270. He's huge. But you see, we got a lot of ground to make up on Baylor. Donald Freeman from Hammond, Louisiana, 6'2", 255. Jane McLaren from Bel Air, Texas, 6'2", 235. We're gonna be in a dog race with a couple other Texas schools for him. Then Sam Gamble from Sidney, Nebraska. We're NA for him, so we'll see how that goes. We got 2 tackles on the board. Robert Magnuson, I'm not even sure we need a tackle. These are probably just insurance policies. Jack Brasher. We got 2 guards on the board. Alex Biven from St. Rose, Louisiana, and Tyler Lowry from Thomasville, North Carolina. We got a center on the board who has us as his #1 school. That's Lawrence Hicks from Brownwood, Texas, 6'1", 330, run blocking center. He looks like he would fit what we're trying to do. Okay, defensive ends, we're looking at Blake Henry from Aurora, Nebraska, and he's looking right back at us. He got us as his top school. We also looking at a JUCO guy who does not look too good, Justin Brown. He's probably just a warm body, a filler insurance policy. Defensive tackles, we're looking at Lance Washington from Sterling, Virginia. He's looking right back at us. 6'2", 287. He looks pretty decent. 70 overall. Johnny James from Bayou Cane, Louisiana. We got a lot of ground to make up on a couple of schools, as you can see. We got 4 outside linebackers on the board. Chavez Autry from Jersey City, New Jersey. He didn't even know about us. We came after him. Or he didn't have us on his board, let's put it that way. Greg Thomas, JUCO from, I don't know how to pronounce that, Asley, Texas. He has us as his #1. Chris Donaldson from Sanford, Florida. He didn't have us on his board, we put him on ours. Same with Sean Garnham from Ohio, Madeira. We're going after quite a few Midwest kids, as you can see. Got 2 middle linebackers on the board, a JUCO transfer, Connor Polidney from Franklin, Louisiana, and Brandon Hack, another Asley, Texas guy. We got ground to make up on a couple other Texas schools. Now we definitely don't need any corners, but we do got 2 corners on the board. Tua Brooks from Chester, Virginia, and Jamal Dyke from Mercedes, Texas. We got a free safety on the board, Daquan Dexter from Taunton, I think. Taunton, Massachusetts, it looks like. Maybe it's Massachusetts, right? Daquan Dexter. He got us as his #1. That's a 4-star guy. So we might pick up our first 4-star with that guy. Okay, we got a couple strong safeties on the board. Marcus Stannard from Crestwood, Missouri, and Kieran Fales from Uvalde, Texas. No kickers on the board. We got 5 athletes. I love athletes, so I'm always going after athletes. We got Tom Ryan from Kerrville, Texas, 6'8", 239. You know, we looking at him at tight end or defensive end, something like that. Hakeem Good, North Ridgeville, Ohio, another Midwest guy. Is that a potential? Yep, he's a potential quarterback. Jet Al-Shair from Highland Village, Texas, 6'1", 221. We got a lot of ground to make up on him. That's gonna be a long shot. Fred Williams from Wichita Falls, Texas, 6'4", 233. Plus, I gotta learn how, you know, this whole recruit package works from Fang. I think so far from what I've seen, it's definitely different. Then A.K. Thomas from Chico, California, 3-star JUCO guy who has this as #1. Yep, so that's the board for right now. We'll see who we end up signing. All right, so now let's take a look at the playbook. What I want to do is, I'm good with my defensive playbook. You know, I set that at the end of last year. But if you recall, I took off some formations last year. So I just want to go through, look at the offensive playbook a little bit. See if we want to move some plays around, add and delete some plays. Especially now that we have room. As you can see here, we got 30, we got about, what, 45 plays open? Not that I want to fill it up, but I'm just saying. There's another run play we could put on. We could do a fake slide sweep. This looks like that looks too similar. But if we're doing all that, we might as well add the fly sweep. Okay. You know what? I might throw this screen on here. But not to be the first play though. These quick slants up. Am I missing a run play out of this formation? No. Man, we need this post play. know what? Oh, whoa. Okay, we need this play in. And actually, do not sleep on these curl plays. So we'll put that one in too, those two. Oh wait, hold on, let me see this real quick. You know what? I'm gonna try our first RPU. I don't really have any RPU plays in our playbook. So we're gonna see what that one can do. Also use the slot under. Oops, don't do that. Okay, I might have to put the quick slants in here. I have to put that read in there. And I have to use that post. Yo, I'm scared to put the screen in there because they call screens at the absolute wrong time, but at the same time, we need variety. We need, you know, we need things that are gonna throw the timing of the defense off. Okay, power dive. Better toss. Read option. Quick slants. Now see, the reason I cleared out some of those other formations is because I put all these plays in here and I want to see them called. I want to see some of these called. Especially with this new quarterback we got, because he's made for these calls. Let's put a power in there. Actually, oh, I may have to throw this in there. That one in there. And these quick slants. So if you notice, what I'm doing is I'm throwing in a theme of quick slants because I want to make sure my wide receiver one has plenty of opportunities to make plays in the passing game. And then I'm also trying to make sure, see, like, I want to run more option plays for the quarterback. My whole thing though is, because I've done this before, or I've experienced this before, I just don't want it to overpower the run game to where my quarterback has more runs than my running back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a delicate balance thing. If I start to see that we just have so many option runs called to where, like, you know, it's overpowering my run game, meaning my run game for my running backs, then I may have to scale back on that. So we will see how that plays out. All right, I think I'm about to do it right here because I can overkill this and it may not even, you know, the point with the playbook is to tweak, watch, tweak, watch, tweak, watch. So I did enough tweaking right now. Let's just watch to see what comes of this. I'm excited, yo. The first game of the second season coming up next. Not in this episode, on the next episode though. You know what I'm saying? We about to have a hell of a season. All right, so to the next one. Peace.